Hey guys, want to see a crack house?
All joking aside, this place has been an absolutely crazy situation, and we have to roll the clock back all the way to 2017 when I initially bought this house. I knew that it was going to have problems, but I did do a walkthrough inspection, and it looked bad, but not that bad. When I finally got the keys, I discovered I had missed an unbelievable number of things when I went through the property for the first time.
Let's see what we can do. And then the inside becomes the outside.
As we started to dig into the property, there were so many problems that came to the surface. Like, this addition was just an absolute disaster. Once we started the demolition, more problems came up. Now, the nice thing here is we did document most of this process from the start. This is the initial walkthrough inspection. There were holes in the ceiling of multiple rooms. This one is the famous hole that was held up by garbage bags and push pins, and for some reason I missed that during the initial inspection. This is week number 0, which was April 2020, when I hired my cousin to start off doing the demolition work and to come on board as the guy to do the rehab. And I mean, this place was an absolute disaster, but as time went on, we discovered things like this. They had used clay farm tile to run all the septic in the property. When I did my initial inspection, I thought that there was a little bit of mold, or maybe it was a little bit of termites, but it ends up it was both. Mold all through the property, termites inside and out. And yes, that's my cousin kicking down one of the entire walls on the house. That's actually on the south side, right on the opposite side of what you're seeing now. The lot was a wreck. The property was a wreck. And we had a lot of exterior and interior work. I had a company come in. They ground all the trees up. And in 4 weeks, we were able to get most of the demolition done. And I use the term most kind of loosely because there was just so much that after the initial demo, 2, 3, 4 dumpster truck loads, we still had more. And then the problems started to compound over and over. The termite damage to the property was very severe. Here is one of the semi-structural headers in the back addition. It was paper thin. The bathroom had to be completely stripped out. Practically every interior wall was damaged. The roof trusses were in pretty good shape, but that was pretty much it. We had to tear this chimney out in one of the bedrooms up front. After 12 weeks, 3 months, we made a lot of progress on the demo work, but for certain, not everything was done. 2 walls were physically kicked down or just pulled with ratchet straps, showing that the property was just structurally very, very poor. And as the project kept going on, the costs just ballooned and it got more and more expensive. Then some stuff happened and we lost a few months, and then we finally started mid this year really tearing through things. Progress really started to go at an accelerated rate. This is 2021 with lumber and drywall prices being astronomical, but we had to make the decision to just go for it and get it done. Property prices have gone up an astronomical level locally. On average, since the start of 2020, property prices have gone up about 35%. And this area that used to be kind of a not great area has started to see a huge price increase. So it's my feeling that the value of the materials we put into it's going to be well worth it when it comes time to sell. We've made an absolute ton of progress on the property, and now at week 60, here's where we are. So since we started on this, the market's changed a ton. I've put about $81,000 into this $13,500 house, which seems kind of crazy, but our costs went up so much. We spent $67,750 approximately so far on renovations. Our lowest local comp is at $94,000. The highest local comp that sold recently was in the $124,900 range. So for better or worse, I've decided to list this property at $114,900. If we have a 7.5% sale expense, that should net us a little over $25,000 if everything goes right and the market doesn't crash by the time we get a buyer for it. And all our inspections have to go well, which I certainly hope for. But once again, we will update everybody on how this goes. Now, as a reminder, we did have a contest, and I will be announcing the winner on the next video because we bought the next door neighbor and we're really excited. We got a great deal for only $43,500. It has a full basement underneath it, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe to our channel because it'll help get the word out about this house. We expect this one to bring a very good price because it has a full basement underneath the home, and our intention is to fully finish the basement in the course of this, and I'm really excited to do a detailed dive on all the expenses and all of the work that has to go into this house. It has a gorgeous poured basement. The walls are over 9 feet high down there, resulting in a total square foot once we finish it of about 1,600 square feet. And we definitely expect to get that 20% bonus on the property, but only time will tell. I don't know what the other one's going to sell for. So make sure you keep watching and see what the other property ends up at sales price wise, because it'll definitely help the value of this property. And I'm really excited to do a cost breakdown on this property because I think it'll be a really great example of what to do versus not what to do with the other property. Thank you all for watching.